Hi. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm half asleep, a little bit awake. I naturally was waking up earlier and earlier. So I think it feels like something shifted in me and I'm really feeling the difference of wanting to be up. Whereas the last few months I found it was a struggle to get up. So sometimes our energy can cross over and we get stuck in that system of like too much energy or not enough energy. And I was thinking of adding in for this because yin and yang have what in qigong we work with these energies of like you've got too much yin, too much yang, and when you're yin out of balance, although this is something like more for women, it's men as well can have that out of balance. But when that's out of balance in a woman, this can cause symptoms of menopause. It can, Boris. Right. Yes, so there we go. Let's go over that. We'll investigate there. It can cause that's migraines, tiredness, or those waking up in the night with the cold sweats. And we spoke about this. So we want to balance the yin and the yang. And those are some of the reasons that you can get those symptoms. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because it was asked in the group. Let's get started. Starting with a nice rigid pose, relaxing the shoulders down and arms floating up in a nice cleansing breath. Slowly up, breathing in on the way up and exhaling on the way down. This time breathing in on the way up and then pausing at the top before you exhale. And if you can, pause at the bottom. So we're doing a box breath. Now you can do this breath 4, 4, 4. I'm going to do a 9 count for the next few breaths. So breathing in. Hold for whatever number. Exhale for the number. Hold for the number. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Now moving our hands into Buddha. So we're going to go up the front, half palms up. As we inhale, then we exhale, palms go up to the sky. Hold at the top and get a little bit of a stretch coming up through the belly. And exhale down. Bending slightly. And again, we're going to go deeper each time, but go to wherever is right for you. Hold at the top. Hold at the top. This sounds so healthy. And exhaling down. And this time go slightly deeper, a little bit more, bending forward. If you have a table or something in front of you, you can utilize this and hold and just press down so that you are getting stretch from here, so start here, go further each time until you're flat to the table and you're feeling that lumbar. We're slowly doing a movement that would raise the energy to the top. If there's a leader deficiency, this is something that you can do quickly. And you can do this a little bit now, but you're not just to show you, so you would swing the arms. I'm going to keep, for the moment, keep it slow. Now we're going to slightly variation on this. Next time you're up, your hands come up, bend the knees and tilt the back this face, holding, looking up, palms facing up. So you get to the sky, to the sun, and then slowly bending down. And the arms come up the back. Again, moving up. And then bending when we're looking up. As we come down, we straighten the legs. Then we bend them slightly again. As we bend over, the arms come up behind us. On the side view. Bend knees when we're here, looking up. Straighten, slight bend, bending forward, and arms up. Always a plane. Plane and the moon. Okay, then next time you come up, just bring it to shoulder width and start to float down. So bringing up with the breath, exhaling down. Bringing the breath up and down. So we're bending our knees, we're getting a little bit of a lunge going on. Feeling into the body. Remembering your posture, not just the movement. Most important thing, think about your feet. Nice straight spine. So bend, bounce again. And I'm doing this quite quickly. You can do this movement slow as you want. Feel your posture, feel the movement, feel that as you bend the knees and as you straighten the legs, visualizing the energy flowing, ease and flow. Coming, oops, been bitten to death last night. Again. Coming to chest level, or just below chest level, bringing the hands, palms facing towards you, into the spleen, just below the rib cage. Taking a deep breath as we then tip the top half side to side, just the top of you, with the hands in the earth position. This colour of my top, yellow. So imagine that yellow colour all around, golden yellow, which in Chinese is associated with the element of earth. So maybe a beautiful cornfield. And then move from side to side into little circles and try and keep the bottom half of your body completely still and moving around, circulating that energy, mixing it up, and move yourself the opposite direction to what you were just doing. Stirring the energy, letting go of any stagnancy, shifting. And then we move to the bottom half. Hands stay in the same place. Tip either side. Hinge the hips from right to left. To start with. And then roll them, just the bottom half of the body. And the opposite direction. Try to keep your shoulders as still as you can. And drop the hands down to the waist. And we'll do that again, but this time we're going to take the whole body. So we're going to roll the hips. Round, feet stay still. Rolling. Anti-clockwise and then clockwise, or if you don't worry if you've done it the other way. And then hinging those hips forward and back. Oh no, apparently cats don't actually meow. They to each other. They only meow to us. I find that quite cute. Okay. Now, relax the shoulders for a moment. And just feel into your body's posture. What have you? Where's your centre of gravity? Find it. Try and do this on the wet dewy grass with the slippers on. They're quite thick. While I'm out here, I'm going to make the most of being barefoot. And just wear it. Are you more forward? Are you feeling quite aligned? Pushing the elbows back, activating our immune system spot, and stretching out the tops of the shoulders. Just hold that there. Pushing your hands, palms down. Deep breath. Relax. And then come up again. This time palms up. And we'll move a little bit with the arms. So palms are going to go forward. Palms facing down. Palms facing up. Then turn backwards. As if you're saying, come hither. Rotate the arms and pull back. Then punch forward. Reverse. Rotate the hands up. Rotate the hands down. Up. Open the palms. Come hither and pull back. Punch forward this time and reverse it. Forward. Open up the hands, palms down. Face palms up. Rotate them round and up. And this time pull them all the way in. Come to the centre. We're going to push that flow out to the side. Push across your body, twisting. Rotate the hand, palm up. Rotate the hand, palm down. We'll circle that around and pull back in. Punch across. Rotate the hand up. Rotate the hand down. And then circle and pull back. This time pushing forward with the palm up already. Rotate and pull. Push, rotate. Bend the knees as you do so. Activating the meridians along the arms. Pushing the energy, pulling, ebb and flow. And then drop the hands, but keep the movement and allow your body to gently start to twist and knock on the door of life as we start to massage the internal organs, remembering that our digestive system, spleen, liver and kidney, the season of the organs that we're working with, our filter system. Gently right to left. You can get quicker. Or you can go slow. You decide what's right for you. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose at all times. Unless we say otherwise in Qigong, we exhale through the nose. In a minute we'll do a T breath, which we will do out through the mouth. Coming up to the lungs. I think I need to clear as well. Still hitting the back, lower back. Quite firmly. You don't have to do it as hard as me. Just kind of tapping. I can feel my lungs need clearing, so a bit harder. And if your lungs do need clearing when you do this, you'll cough to clear them. Keep the breath flowing in and out. And then drop the top half, come back to the bottom half. Take the head with you if it feels comfortable to do so. Otherwise, stay with what you were doing. Let them come to a stop. Before we go into our T breath, just start to bounce on the knees, shaking. Now, if you are, as I want to mention this because this is what was asked in the question, if you were going to, if you're waking up in the night from menopause, or even, I think it's great, all of these are great for period pains as well, and they're all stuff that men can do too. It's not especially for the woman. Shaking before bed is a really good way, especially if you struggle to get to sleep, because you're resetting your nervous system then ready for the morning. So starting from the feet, that bouncing, that shaking, and then start to bounce further, take it up the body, take the hands down. Minimum of 3 minutes will reset the nervous system. And I, when I was in my teens, used to have panic attacks where when I'd get nervous, I'd actually literally throw up before going on stage in school, throw up in college and stuff through sheer panic. And I hadn't had one for years, and a few months ago I had a panic attack out of the blue, out of nowhere, out of the oblivious for some reason, is what Abraham Hicks would say. And the only thing, I couldn't meditate to calm myself, but this was the only thing that helped me to just reset and become me again. So it's quite powerful. And if you notice the deers in the headlights or animals, they do it naturally. They shake their body when they're afraid and stuff to release that energy, nervous tension. So speed it up a little bit. It's also really good for releasing any imbalances in the body. So, great. And I think, certainly in Australia, I don't know about here, my breast friend is telling me there's a whole modality based on this shaking. Well, it's just about shaking. Okay. And stop in stillness. Feel any tingling coming through where you've opened up any gates of the hands and the feet. And we're going to take the hands up as we breathe in. As we exhale, we're going to throw to the right. Inhale, throw to the left. And we're going to do this in a quick succession. With in breath through the nose and out breath through the mouth. Just the top half of the body. So essentially, we're still massaging those digestive systems when we're doing this, but we're clearing through. So kind of think of flushing your pipes, metaphorically and physically. Hold in the middle and let the arms float down to the side. You might have worked up a little bit in my muscles where they're weak. Give it a little shake. Coming to the earth center again, just below your rib cage, bending the knees. We're going to take our hands out and forward and nice little bend like we were doing earlier in the warm-up, pulling the energy to the center with the in-breath, out-breath, circling and pulling. Nice little bend in the back. And bring that energy into this center, to the earth. You can visualize the golden light flowing down through your crown chakra as well, through your third eye, so the upper dantian into the middle dantian as we're in between. And then as we move from here, we push that energy down, and we're going to condense the chi. I like to think of this as taking that energy and manifesting into a crystal that's there for you to use as a laser point for your focus of what you want to bring into being, into manifestation. So pushing that down. Put one hand then under the rib cage, one, it doesn't matter if it's left or right, one over the stomach to begin with, and feel that sense of flowing. Visualize light coming down, coming to the center and flowing down to your hand. And then we'll start to move the hands jointly together with your dominant one underneath, circling around, big circles around the belly, little bend with it as well, and then start to get slower, moving towards the center of the belly button until you're at little circles and stop. So visualize maybe a crystal will come to mind, which might be what your body is telling you need right now. Maybe a colour will come to mind. Tickled under my foot by a little insect. And with that little reminder from the insect, as you drop your hands down, before we start our belly tapping, we're going to just take the hands up and open the gates to the feet. So come up on the tiptoes and come down. Come up and come down. So you're rolling the heel up, rolling the heel down. But the toes obviously stay, unless you're a ballerina, you can get up there a little bit higher, like a ballerina. come down here, slight bend, and do the same. And you can, if you touch these, you can hold on to a chair or something, rock back, and then rock up. So your foot is going like that. So if you need to hold something to balance, toes come off, then heels come off, toes, and what we're getting the hamstrings and the meridians that go down the backs of the legs. It's so good if you've got issues with these. And stop. In here, let's get a little bit. I feel like the bottom half needs a little bit more. So I'm going to do a nice little roll up and down. So we're flipping the pelvis forward towards your nose and then up towards the sky. If you can, or you can stay with that, or you can come down to the ground, squat down onto the floor. So you can see me amongst the grass. Oh, I just put my thumb on a slug. Lovely. And when, because you can't always see me in the other videos, elbows push out and you lean forward. So my heels are off the ground. This is actually, I learnt this one in yoga. It's really good for grounding and anchoring in. And then we do this strong, and the exercises you push up with the butt. Obviously, if you're here and you're moving, you can still do it from here. You can just push here, whichever's you pick your one. But still alive. Just felt really weird on my thumb, sliding and rolling back up, bringing back up here. As we go out, come to her tapping, starting on the left side. Look. Gentle taps. Right side, so it's the opposite to you, I think, on screen. Gently, and I like to think of this and going like you're knocking calcified pipes for one, but you're also saying thank you for digesting that which I have consumed, be it metaphorically or physically. And circling. And then it takes to pecking with the fingertips all together, and you'll get more, slightly deeper. So again, liver and kidneys and our lower intestines, and circling. Again, like we did with our hands flat, going into the belly button, and then come down while we're here 2 centimeters and give that a nice little tap. The uteral points, the pancreas, prostate, so linked to earth, and down further, and then just hold the belly, a little Buddha belly. That mine's more than a Buddha belly, but it's fine. I love my Buddha belly. And hold that. Bending the knees, bringing your awareness to the top of your head. You take the hands up. We're going to bring them to the center of the head. We're going to give it a little massage. This point here is great if you have headaches, but it's also the point where all of the meridians converge and linked to your crown on the physical. And just circle and then hold the hand still. Breathing in, breathing out. Circle again. And if you have one of these little, they do these for acupressure points, you can utilise it here, but it's a little bit tender when you do so. You can use, if you haven't, like me, you can use a pen to do this, or you can use, like we are now, your fingers. And still, and opening up, linking our third eye with our solar plexus, and slowly coming down, keep the palms facing up, bringing the elbows into the body, bringing the hands into under the rib cage, elbows come up, hands come down, circulate round and up, and the same movement again. Bending the body slightly over when you're here, fanning up and I've forgotten exactly what I was doing. Brainwave. Backwards. Coming in, around, and healing energy, fresh chi. Now push the hands together and lock them into rooster. So this time we're going to move from the centre, from that sleeve, but lifting up from behind. You can stay with the other one if this is too much, but I think you ladies that are with me are fine. And now take it up, over, back and down. So you're reversing skill, rotating that waist and massaging that area, but opening up the shoulders and the armpits. And don't forget to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Open up the hands, same movement, but with the hands loose. And then start to circle in a figure of 8 with the hands. To stop. One hand goes up. Then it comes down over the nose, centering. Hands above the head. Open and receptive to all good throughout our day. I'm going to take us inside for our meditation to finish. You just keep flowing with heart centering breath. So hands go up, hands come down. With the inhale up, exhale down as we go inside. Whoop. It's quite nice, that wet grass. Breathing in. Here. It's a bit chaotic from yesterday. Big day today. Let's put you here. You can see. How we've done. Oh, not bad. So if you want to come to a seated position or you want to stand in a standing position, you decide what's comfortable for you. Keep your awareness and your focus on your breath. Right, it's his words. Breathe. Affirmation. Key concepts: personal power, will, assertion, action, vitality, movement, individuality, extreme stress, joy, anger, transformation. This is the way I know it's not that one. Sorry. I'm going to go with the one that I wanted to start with anyway. I release myself from the burden of perfectionism. Love is the strength I need today. The only way forward is to move through it. Just breathing in those words. I look for ways I can help myself and others. Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. When I accept myself, I can bring more loving energy to others. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. I surrender to the magic I share. It's time to do my part in singing in harmony with others. I am being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. The element love and the rainbow colour of green, and this is a musical note of F, and the 7 oracle energies from Colette Baron-Reid. That's energy 4. Breathe in and breathe out. This is the colour I was seeing in reference to the yellow. So the energy of love, I think we should always have. Green for the heart and nature. See the rainbow colours around you. If a colour came up when we was looking at our crystal, think about that particular colour and breathe it in through the nose and exhale out. The colour of green, I was always told, is associated with healing, that loving energy. So breathing that in next. Focusing through the body. The element of blue. Breathing them in, breathing them out. The rainbow colours. Again, the colour yellow. The golden cornflower that we associate in Chinese with the element of earth. And that golden light of creation, light of the sun within you. Breathing in, breathing out. I want you to think of a little thread of yellow, green and blue. So I think it's the spleen, the stomach, and I can't remember the other one, but we're working with these colours that we would trace with the meridians, but we're not going to trace them. We're going to breathe in those threads and we're going to exhale out. And we're going to imagine them coming through into the relevant meridians. You don't need to know which ones. They're going to go to where they need to go, flowing through your body, flushing through, flushing out. And our beautiful spleen doing its job. Feeling that. And the pancreas is the other one that's connected on the physical. Saying thank you to these organs, to our digestive system, for releasing. And imagine lit within all the wonderful healthy gut flora all the bacteria that goes through the body, all the good bacteria, all the warriors, your immune warriors, doing what it needs to as it breaks down the food. Think of what needs to break down, what needs to be deconstructed in our gut, in our lives, in our mentality, in our emotions. And just feeling those colours and now bringing all of the rainbow colours coming through you, flowing through your body, around your body, and out. So you've got these little ribbons flowing through and over you. You might see them and visualize them as like disco lights coming all over the skin. But think of them as lasers, if they're lights, more penetrating through to the cellular level, in between the molecules, into that space, lighting it up. And when we think of rainbows and all the light spectrums together, we get white light. So feeling now that white light flowing through the top of the head where we were massaging, going all around the brain, the skull, resonating in the cavity of the head, through to the eyeballs, through to your ears and your, what they call it, the eardrum, that's the word. And bring your awareness and your attention to your ear. We can just massage, make a V as if you were sticking your fingers up at someone, and put your ears between and gently just rub either side of the ear, breathing in and out. And then keeping the eyes closed, just pinch the tops of the ears gently at the very top either side with your finger and thumb, and slowly work your way down to the lobe, flicking off the bottom, and repeat that 6 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then take the hands to the throat and feel that rainbow white light flowing through. Cup the hands around the back of the neck. Take a deep breath, and as you bring your hands from the back of your neck, where the fingertips are touching each other, where you're cupping your neck, gently pressing them round and down and round till you get to meet at the front, and bringing them then down to our thymus and our kidney 27 point. This little point here, just give it a little massage. Feel that light flowing around you. Bring the hands over the tops of the breasts, just over the lungs, and just feel that light filling you up. Breathe it in through the mouth. So whatever colour I'm seeing and being told in mind to show you, I'm going to share with you anyway, the white light, but then sparks of colour here and there, of blue and pink and red and yellow and green and orange, and colours that's needed. Wherever needs clearing, you'll see some colour coming up, whatever colour frequency you need. And the sound, colour has a sound. I didn't know this until the weekend. I was looking, you get white noise, pink noise associated with that colour. Feel it as though you can feel a speaker vibrating through you. And then take the hands round, and we trace down the side of the body, and then bring them in and over where we were holding them today, under the rib cage. And again, feel that light, white light with all the sparks of colour, like a snowball with rainbow sprinkles, but bright, rolling through you. And then moving the hands down over the stomach, the same.
feeling that in the belly. And you might want to imagine that ball, a small ball, going through the digestional tract, rolling, and like a snowball, as it goes, it's kind of trampling on anything that shouldn't be there, breaking it away and taking it with it, pushing it through and out. And you guessed it, as it goes through and out the bottom, as we say, that light will go down and into the ground and nourish. Feel yourself then connecting. Your hands might want to go to your knees and coming down the legs, feeling that light still continuing. The snowball's going down, but the light is still flowing down through and down through your feet, and connecting with this snowball that's now below your feet, about 1.5 meters on the disc, connecting, grounding with your earth star chakra. Feel yourself in that earth held, like you're wrapped around you with the arms of a mother, or swaddled in this beautiful light in a blanket, like a swaddled baby. Feel safe and loved, and know that you are enough. Rooted and grounded. And I'm being given this image of a tree with its roots deep in the earth. It's an oak tree, and at the bottom of this tree, amongst its roots, is a beautiful swaddled baby, but it stands resolute, protected, its branches up to the sky. And around it, the essence of trees in the forest, connecting, and the birds and the insects in the ground. So much abundance. The strong tree overcomes all worries. This baby is a symbolic aspect of you, your inner child, your innocence and understanding, my innocence and understanding. But know that as we learn, we all learn. Together we are not alone. Even a babe in the forest with the trees would not be alone. There is so much life teeming around it. It's wrapped in the heart, in your heart. And take that little baby and that image of you as a baby and place it in your heart. It has this earthly presence with it at the moment to root you, to ground you whenever you need it. For there is so much light right now that sometimes is blinding, that we're unable to see. But know that we are that light. It's in us, it's around us. And breathing out. Just stay if there's any emotions that come up. Make a mental note. Any images that flow to you in others that I'm not giving you, make a mental note. Just sit in stillness for the next few minutes. If you want to focus, bring your focus to an icebox breath as we started, by breathing in for 4 to 9, you pick the number, holding, and then exhaling, holding, and exhaling, inhaling. Slowly bringing the mind back whenever it's drifted off. Bringing yourself to your awareness of your toes, your feet. Coming back into the room a bit more. Reminding yourself of wiggling the toes. Maybe the feet moving them around a little bit. Tapping them a little bit on the ground with the heels. Hands circling the knees. If you're standing, just moving the arms a little bit around. And bring the hands together and bring them up to the chin. And just this time we're just going to go over and around and again do that 12 times. If your hair is down, you can run your fingers through, you'll connect to all the meridians that way. Bringing awareness through touch back to the present moment. Take your hands together in prayer position. I'm going to try and do this, keeping your eyes so you're more centering on the touch. So hands go together, then they twist at the base of the bottom of your hands where your elbows meet your hands. Just twist them around like you're turning a lock, and you're holding your other wrist with the hands, and then move them along to the elbows, up to the shoulders, and then back down to the elbows, back to holding each of your wrists, and then rotate them around and swap hands to hold the opposite side of that wrist and do that again. So to the elbows, up to the shoulders, down to the elbows, the wrists, and then rotate back to prayer position. And then bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath at the heart, aligned. Eyes are still closed, but the hands go up over the head. Breathing in. Exhale, go to the forehead with the thumbs. Breathe in. Bring the hands, thumbs down over the lips, down to the throat. Breathe in. Exhale, thumbs slide down to the heart again. Breathe in. Rotate the hands pointing down, still together in prayer position. Breathe in and direct those hands down to the pelvis, and then opening out, flattening over the belly, so the thumb and the forefinger makes a triangle over the lower belly from the belly button. Take a deep breath in and fill this cup up. Feel this area is linked. This is the bottom half of your Merkaba. I can't remember if it oscillates right or left. One of them goes left, one of them goes right. The spin is to do with our toric field, auric fields. There's about 15 of them that go up in layers that are linked to everything. If you are, is one of the, let's say that's gospel, that's one of the theories. Just breathing in and feeling like this area is moving as we release our hands, palms face up on the knees. Open and receptive to a beautiful day ahead of us, knowing that we are loved, beautiful divine beings. All is well in this now moment. Whatever comes to you and through you moves with ease and flow. Any contrast is light, any resistance is lighted, is allowing you to move, to release, to let go, to shift. It's in your highest good, for only your highest good flows to you. You are thankful for this day, thankful for the love, the blessings, and the gifts it brings. Hands together in prayer position. Take a bow. Namaste. Slowly opening your eyes in your own time, coming back if you need longer. So if you want to just stay, it is 7:30, just to keep an eye on the time. One of my beautiful new cards I'm going to pull. I'm going to do, actually, oh, no, I was going to do this one, but I think one of you, this is resonating for one of you, because this one, which isn't even open yet, is what I'm pulled to, which is Diane Cooper's Dragon Oracle. So let me just, when we want to open them, I do a cleansing. So I'm just going to do a little breath with it. Oh, and get it open. Wow, that's tough. Doesn't want to open up. Oh, stop. Really? Ah, there we go. Yeah, no, thank you for the wisdom to align within these Dragon Oracle cards. Just going to align them to me in my heart. What wisdom is it that we need to hear from you for our day, for those viewing this now, in this now moment, and later? Wow, they're really nice images. Air Dragon helps you rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly. Communication, honesty brings inspiration and hope. See life from a lighter perspective. And I'm seeing this beautiful image on there. And I'm seeing that literally, it's saying as you breathe in, flow with a dragon above the head. Literally feel it flowing around and through and clearing all the mental worries of what's going on in your life, with these day-to-day activities, those things that we have to do, those that we have to speak to that may like feel like there's something that needs clearing. Help you rise above the earthly matters. Yeah, and there's 3 birds flying around this dragon. To me, that's the love, the wisdom, and the will. And the birds are seeing it from higher perspective. Maybe it's 3 situations, maybe it's 3 people involved. With the dragon and a little curly tail and this beautiful blue of communication. And I want to see that not just for us, but I'm guided to say we see it happening around us in the world, where, and especially with the media, so that there's a purification happening with frequency and sound through the sound waves as things are spoken, as things like radio stations, all of that through the internet itself, that going through and the clearing happening in this beautiful blue energy is attaching itself almost in like an intelligent sense. This dragon energy flowing through those areas so that there can be clearing, that there can be this on communicate and this honesty that's from more of a resonance frequency aligned with love, and that will bring the inspiration and the hope to the people viewing it, to the people hearing it. And I'm seeing again like it goes through the ears of us, me, you, whoever's watching, but also through everyone. It's like it going, that sound is coming through, and it's so high pitched we can't actually physically hear it, but it's working its magic at the moment, on a really beautiful, clear. The colours of the blue that I'm seeing are really, I don't think I could even paint them. So what a beautiful card. I love that energy. This energy is really nice. But yeah, I will pop that in the group. I'm going to press hit stop on the record and say a quick
high and by with my button.